Good evening, everyone. Thank you for being here. We'll be joined by our distinguished chairman as soon as he finishes voting. I will begin by talking about how pleased I am with the work that our members did during the break. As I say all the time, we are legislating, we are investigating, and we are litigating. On the legislative front, we had a very great drumbeat across America for H.R. 3, our legislation to bring down the cost of prescription drugs now. Members had town hall meetings, press conferences, and the rest to listen to people's concerns, to share what we've intended to do. And now that we're back this week, two committees, Education and Labor, under Bobby Scott's leadership, will be marking up H.R. 3. Energy and Commerce, under Chairman Frank Pallone, will be marking up H.R. 3. And Ways and Means Committee, Chairman Neal will be having a hearing on the bill this week and marking it up next week. So we're really going down a path of passing legislation that will be transformative in the lives of the American people for what it will save them and what it will save the taxpayer as well. Might be interesting to you know that in the course of this past week or so, the Congressional Budget Office reported that H.R. 3 will save taxpayers $345 billion on the Medicare Part D piece alone, and that it will, and the Office of the Actuary reported that drug negotiations and Medicare inflation rebates will save households $158 billion and private businesses $48 billion from between 2020 and 2029. So we're very, very proud of the savings that it will be for people in their individual lives, for businesses, and for the taxpayer. This week, as all through the break and continuing this week, we've been working on the U.S.-Mexico-Canada trade agreement. We hope to be on a path to yes. We're still waiting for assurances about enforceability in it, because you can have all the good provisions in the world, but if you can't enforce them, you're just having a conversation. And there's some of the same concerns we have about the U.S.-China relationship. Are they really going to honor any commitments that they make? In terms of guns, again, as I said to some of you earlier, this is a bullet. I was in Florida it was all over the country, but when I was in Florida, I received this from Frederica Wilson, my colleague. The bracelets are made with bullets in the color orange, which is the color of gun violence protection. I told the president we're not going away until we get this background check bill passed. But it is just among the other for the people agenda legislation that we have. As the distinguished chairman said, there's no requirement that we have a vote, and so at this time we will not be having a vote. And I'm very pleased with the thoughtfulness of our caucus in terms of being supportive of the path that we are on, in terms of fairness, in terms of seeking the truth, in terms of upholding the Constitution of the United States. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
I can follow up on that point. That's a very key point, though. And as the chairman said, the Constitution, Article 1, Section 2 and 3 are clear about what bodies have power of impeachment here. But that said, when you hear from your caucus, we're not ready to have a vote yet. Why not call the administration's bluff and say...
Why? Because we're not here to call bluffs. We're here to find the truth, to uphold the Constitution of the United States. This is not a game for us. This is deadly serious. And we're on a path that is taking us to a path to truth and a timetable that respects our Constitution. I remind you that this news broke on September 17th, Constitution Day. Constitution Day, the day our Constitution was adopted in 1787. It broke that the president had violated his oath of office to protect, defend, and preserve the Constitution of the United States to the best of his ability. So we are honoring our responsibilities. We are honoring the Constitution. That's not what they're doing.
Are you concerned about them trying to...
I'm not concerned about anything. You know, they can't, they have no substance. They can't defend the president, so they're going to process. We're not going there. Thank you all very much.
I do want to have a vote.
Are you proud of his opening statement that he gave where he fabricated the conversation between the two presidents?